Now this is going to be an opportunity for a Sex, Love, and Money. And what a great name for a tag team that is. To be facing a team that has national pay-per-view status and exposure. If they can, in fact, pull off a victory, and I think it would probably be a bit of an upset if they can pull that off, but we've seen our share of upsets here recently. It would be quite a feather in the cap of Sex, Love, and Money.
Well then.
I think they're mispronouncing the word money. Am I reading that right?
Chris Michaels, our first time to see him here in Wildside in a long time. Wrestled for Wildside back in the earliest of early days here at the NWA Arena. Very prominent in the NWA, a former North American heavyweight champion. Has also been seen very frequently in Jim Cornette's Ohio Valley Wrestling in the Kentuckiana area.
Kentuckiana?
Kentucky and Indiana.
Ah. The beauty of economic speech with Dan Wilson. Rick and Chris Michaels having a bit of a discussion over the sexual leanings of Sex, Love, and Money. That point's on a moot now. Boy, major right cross to the temple of Chris Michaels.
Chris Michaels, again, a lot of the fans aren't really familiar with him, but he's a savvy ring veteran. Been in the sport over a decade, done a lot. And it's a pleasure to have him here in Wildside with all of his talents. Tag made into the original chosen one, Rick Michaels. Well, we know his history. He's got to have a lot on his mind because he does have this matchup in this tag team tournament, and he's got to be concentrated on going far in this tournament. However, on the other hand, tomorrow night, he main events the card, going against his arch nemesis, the Soul Assassin Rain Man, in the first ever barbed wire match in the NWA Arena. Big arm drag there by Rick Michaels.
And Rick Michaels, as you know, is no stranger to tag team gold and tag team acclaim. At one time paired up with the Messiah of the Spinebuster, David Young. Together they are Bad Attitude and former NWA tag team champs themselves. But Rick Michaels and Chris Michaels are a true tested commodity. But then again, so Sex, Love, and Money. The very first match in this tag team tournament.
Hip toss. I don't know what kind of litmus test you gave Sex, Love, and Money, but here on Wildside, their commodity hasn't been tested too highly.
Pin attempt by the original chosen one. Way too early on in the match.
Double Irish whip. Paraback elbow. Brad Hunter in the ring, catching a pair of double chops. Sean Alexander getting the same.
Rick Michaels and Chris Michaels are truly of one mind here this evening.
Now, many of these tag teams representing a certain company or a region. Sex, Love, and Money. Very dominant throughout the North Carolina scene. Now trying their hand here in Wildside, trying hard to advance in the tag team tournament. They've certainly got the look, but do they have the skill to put that together and parlay it into a tag team tournament win? Would be a huge upset, no doubt.
That it would be. They've often considered themselves kings of Raleigh, North Carolina, while the crowd here is kind of calling them kings and queens of Raleigh.
Uppercut by Hunter. Lateral press on Chris Michaels. The brothers of different mothers. Rick and Chris Michaels. I've always wanted to say that.
Well, now you said it. Don't bring it up again.
Damn it.
Apparently pinning the shoulders of Chris Michaels down for that 3 count is a tough task indeed. Brad Hunter's finding out firsthand. And there's the all too familiar non-tag. I never get tired of that. Note the sarcasm.
And it's original, too. Fireman's carry into a slam by Sean Alexander. Yeah, that was stellar. Big splash. That was pretty impressive. Rick Michaels in there to break it up. the Michaels non-brothers are, they're actually confusing me. They look very similar. And I've seen Rick Michaels wrestle hundreds of times.
Well, I tell you, if Chris Michaels is able to confuse Sex, Love, and Money as much as they're able to confuse Dan Wilson, they will definitely be advancing in this tag team tournament. Rather powerful diversionary tactic in order to get Rick Michaels involved, so there's some double teaming from Sex, Love, and Money on poor Chris Michaels, who's been getting his butt handed to him pretty much steadily for the last 2 minutes.
Snapmare takeover by Sean Alexander.
Very clever, I think. And interestingly, how the pairings of this tag team tournament were assembled by the matchmakers here at Wildside, that we couldn't have asked for a more classic, brutal matchup with the Dobbins brothers facing Total Destruction, finally in a formal match, and it is part of this tag team tournament later on in this edition.
Definitely. Total Destruction asked for it, and they received the Dobbins brothers in the first round. And who's going to be able to contain that match anyway? Good grief.
My sympathy to any referee. Let's hope it's Andrew Thomas.
Oh, tornado DDT by Chris Michaels. Beautiful counter there. He's taken a majority of the punishment here.
But Chris Michaels is nowhere near the tagging hands of the original Chosen One. He's got quite a lot of road to hoe to make that tag. Tag is made.
Scoop and a slam by Rick Michaels. Big clothesline. High back body drop.
It seems to be breaking down at the NWA arena. Rick Michaels and Brad Hunter. And a Sean Alexander. Oh, big mule kick. And Sean Alexander might be down for the 3 count. No, gets a shoulder up as well as Brad Hunter breaking up all pretty much at the same time.
Hunter was very close there. He almost saw Alexander pinned. And now Sex, Love, and Money with a double choke slam there.
Rick Michaels in the break up that pin. Quite a seesaw affair. This tag team matchup here is.
Michaels ducks a clothesline. There's the double shot.
And if I know Rick and Chris Michaels, here comes the triple shot. And Rick and Chris Michaels advance.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, the team of Rick and Chris Michaels. They're going to be advancing now to the second round.
Hey.